Sebastian, look at this deal that I just seen. It's amazing. It's a 3-bed that I could convert to a 4. I spoke to the agency. Can't see it until Sunday. I want to put an offer in. There's been a lot of people who's put an offer in. Like, what's the strategy? What do I do?
We spoke to this agent a couple of times before because you bought in this area. What we need to do is find a point of contact that you previously spoke to so that they know that you're a serious investor.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby. Today we've got Sebastian. He is my broker. He's amazing in the game. He's got over how many years of experience?
15 years worth of experience.
15 years worth of experience. Guys, today he's going to show you how he helped me save £22,000 on my house that I bought literally last month. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn that bell notification on so you get alerted every Wednesday at 7 PM when I post. So let's go. Hi Sebastian, welcome here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Finally getting this done.
I know, yeah, finally.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, literally. You're amazing. Tell us your background and your experience and everything that everyone needs to know today.
Oh gosh, I don't want to bore you all, but I've been doing it for 15 years. I'm an active investor myself. I'm now doing generational wealth where my son, who's 19, he's now starting his investment journey. So he's up north and he's buying property, he's renovating it. He's not enjoying it. He's finding it's very stressful.
Yeah, renovating, yeah.
I think that's part of the process as well, to kind of realize property is a very slow burner at times. It's not as quick as people like to think. So he's going through that motion. Me, I've started off working in a estate agency back in the day, originally from Croydon. There's a estate agency I worked in. It was an environment to learn the trades, how to negotiate, speak to estate agents, speak to vendors, speak to people. It was a great, how can I put it, learning ground. Yeah. From that, I used to find out who's the main person, who's earning the big money. It was the mortgage advisor. So they had a financial advisor in the back office. He was the guy that was earning the money. For me, I wanted to go and speak to him. I said, look, you know, how does this work? You know, everyone needs access to finance and you're the guy you're the plug. So he kind of talked me through what you need to do. I went out, got what's called CMAP qualified. So which means in order to give mortgage advice, you need to be qualified to do that. With a CMAP qualification, got qualified and literally the world was my oyster. Went out, I set up what's called a lifestyle business. So my son, at the age of 14, he got scouted to become a professional football player. We moved with him up to the Midlands so we can obviously support him on the journey, because football can be a lot of highs and lows. Throughout that journey, we've been here to literally guide him through the process. He's 19, he can now do his own thing. So for the last 3-4 years, I've now set the business up to literally scale it, grow it, do a lot of social media, be very active on socials as well. So make sure you subscribe and hit me up as well. So yeah, that's me, backdrop.
Good, perfect. And okay, how old was you when you actually started being a broker?
Oh gosh, I was, how old was I? 25, I think.
Is it 25? Yeah. My age.
Yeah.
That's mad.
That's when the journey started. It was exciting back then. It was very different. I mean, we're talking about when the last recession hit. So I used to work for a mortgage lender as well. Working for a mortgage lender was very different because we got to see what the lenders look for. So a lot of the insight and inside information I get is because I've worked in that environment, seeing what the lenders look for. So on applications, how they want the cases to be packaged. My job as a broker is to present you, the client, to the lender. So I need to show them why they need to give you $250,000, why you're good for it, and why you can give them reoccurring business. And next time your application goes in, it flies straight through, no questions. So that's one of my job roles that I'd learned from working inside a mortgage lender, which was a great experience.
Perfect, thank you. And guys, what you don't know is I met Sebastian at a dinner event, networking, and this is why I say it's very important. 100%. And yeah, it was amazing to meet you. It was so good. It's so mad though, isn't it?
I'm telling you.
It is, I was there. But it was really good. Yeah. But this is what I say to people, it's so important to go to networking dinners.
100%.
Just going to networking places, especially dinners, because it's more intimate, the setting, rather than, you know, a big crowd of people. And that's what I felt was very good. Sebastian helped me save £22,000 on one of my recent deals. And I want you to explain to everybody like how everything went and how you even helped me do that.
Okay, so I think one of the main important things is you trust me. You know, we sat down, we've been through the process and you're like, look, you're an expert in your field. I trust you to guide me. And that's one of the main things. So when I do offer advice and we speak about deals, and listen, you throw me deals all the time. I've got this deal, I need this one, I need to put offers forward. And when we put the offer forward, you generally like listen to what I say and how we go about it. And me working in an estate agency environment gives me the upper hand because I know what the estate agents want to hear. I know what the vendors want to hear. So obviously when we're negotiating, I know how to negotiate. A lot of people sometimes get excited that they want to become the negotiator, they want to become the broker, they want to become the solicitor, and they're just so overwhelmed and excited by the whole property process. They want to do it all themselves. When no, you got these specialists that they concentrate on doing their good work, what they're good at. Your job is to manage the process, manage the people. And that's one of the good things that you do, you know, whether it's me, whether it's part of a power team, whether it's your accountant, the broker, myself, or the solicitor, we can all speak at any time. When it comes to doing negotiating the deal, it's like, look, how much should I offer? At the moment, it's what's called a seller's market, which means that there's so many people that want to buy. There's so much, how can I put it? People for one property, there's like 10
so much demand.
Oh, it's horrible at the moment.
Yeah, it's mad.
And what's happened is some estate agents are taking advantage of that, and a lot of people are naive. They don't understand the process, how to negotiate, and agents are bumping up prices because of the supply and demand issue that's going on. At the moment, property price might, for example, 100,000. That's typically what it goes for. Agents are getting people to put in offers at 130.
Yeah.
Is that a realistic price?
No, it's not.
No. So what's happening now is that the market's getting a bit inflated and people don't know the prices, how much it should go for. With you sat down and you said, right, talk me through, guide me through the process. What should I do? How much should I offer? When the agent come on the phone, we spoke to him, we explained to him the position. You're a professional investor. You buy, we have a power team in place. We can move at speed. The vendor, that's all they want to hear.
Yeah.
How quick can I get my money? That's all they're interested in. And who's in the best position. So there are other people, they may offer more, but they may not be in a good position. You've got nothing to sell. We've got the finance ready to go, applications ready to be submitted. The valuation's gonna get booked in within 2 days. We use lenders that can move at a very quick speed, which helps. So when it comes to negotiating, that's the angles we go at. You know, we say, look, you know, we're in a great position, we're ready to do it. The property price is this, you know what, we'll match you. What was the original price of it?
It was offers over 125k, I believe, and then after we put an offer in at 132,000 pounds, and then we knocked that right off to 110,000.
Now that happened because, like I said before, the prices are getting inflated.
Yeah.
The valuers are the people that they work for the lenders. They go out and they assess the property and they see how much a property is being marketed for, how much are they actually selling for.
Yeah.
They look at an average over the last 3 months, what properties in this area are selling for, how much they're actually worth. So as much as the agent wanted to tell us to offer the 130 to go higher, no problem, we'll play the game with you. We'll put in the offer, we'll get rid of the competition. Once the competition's gone down and it's like when the value has gone out, value the property, what we're left with is, look, we're in a great position, the lenders valued it at this price now, we're ready to go. So we've done everything. We're going to exchange and complete in the next 2.5, 3 weeks. Do you want to accept the offer now? And this is one of the good things that we go in with to say, look, we played the game with you, we've given you a price, but realistically, that's how much the lender's saying it's worth.
Yeah.
How do you want to go forward from there? So
And that's a great strategy because it's like they can't say no, because otherwise they're going to be in the same situation that they're doing before, and it just wouldn't make sense. And that's one thing you told me, and thank God I had direct access to the vendor, so I was just speaking on the phone, and that's very important. Tell them why it's so important to have direct access to the vendor.
Because it's all about communication. So the whole property process is all about communication, whether it's with your broker, the estate agent, the solicitors, or the vendors. Everyone needs to be communicating at all times to find out what's going on. And what we find is that when there's a breakdown in communication, that brings out delays. If everyone's on the same page, everyone's talking, and that's one of the things you did. I was advising you, you're speaking to the vendor. The vendor, at stages, he was having problems with his mortgage. And you was like, look, I tell you what, have a word with my broker. And he would like phone me up. We didn't use our services, but what we did do is guide him, say, look, you're 90% of the way over the line with your broker or whoever it is you're using. Just tell them this and that and this, and that we will work together, which was really important. And that's how we all managed to meet the deadline that we worked towards. So
Perfect. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you feel like you wanted to put on social media but we don't know much about it at the moment?
Oh, there's so much to do. Guys, there's so many tips and hints I can give you. If you're looking to view properties, view between Monday and Thursday. Don't leave it to the weekend. The reason if you leave it to the weekend, the herd are out. Everyone's out in their numbers, and everyone that can't view during the week are available on the weekend. What that means is the prices is gonna go up. If you can view between Monday and Thursday, negotiate it, get your price agreed, to get it offered, you're done. The property gets withdrawn from the market, which means the weekend people, they don't get to see it. Monday to Thursday is the key days to get out there and view.
Is there anything else apart from that?
Like I said, it's a very competitive market at the moment. If you're looking to get ahead of the crowd, make sure your mortgage broker you're working closely with, get your broker to put your offers forward. That's the easiest way to get the deals negotiated. I know it's exciting times and you want to obviously put your deals forward. Your broker knows what they're doing, or they should do, if they've been in the game and they know what they're doing.
If you don't have a broker, use Sebastian.
So honestly, the most important thing, work closely with your broker and your power team, get your offers forward and make sure you get your deals tied up very quick, and it's gonna make the journey a lot quicker for you.
Thank you so much, guys. Sebastian, honestly, he's the best in the game. I will keep on saying that because he's so helpful what he does. Like, he's changed my whole investing strategy. He's the man to go to. So if you have no broker, or if you do have a broker and you don't like them, use Sebastian. No, it's true. Use Sebastian because he's amazing. He will really help you and he will be part of your power team. Sebastian has, you have services. Tell them your services so then they know.
Yeah, so what we found is that we offer a consultation service because some people need their handheld. They need guidance between step 1 to step 2. Some people want a whole plan drawn out for them. That's a service we offer. So we guide you from first applying for a mortgage. If you're actually not in a position to get a mortgage, but you want to know in the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months what your plan and strategy is, that's something we offer. So it's a consultation service and it helps give you peace of mind that you know what next steps need to be taken. There's so many people and advisors and specialists and property people out there. Me, we've got a wealth of experience. I've got 15 years worth of experience. I'm an active investor myself. We've helped thousands of people from entertainers, professional athletes, to the rich and wealthy, across down to your average single mother. Across the board, we help everyone and no one's any different. We treat everyone with the same time and respect to make sure they get their ultimate goal, which is either to become a landlord or an investor, or even just to get on the property ladder and get the keys to their first home.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sebastian, for coming to my channel. Guys, before we end today, make sure you add Sebastian's Instagram, New Property Finance. He posts daily on there. He has so much content to show you guys. Also, subscribe to my channel, turn that bell notification on so you get alerted every Wednesday at 7 p.m. when I post. And finally, thank you so much for coming on today.
For having me.
You are amazing. I will keep on saying that. Guys, if you're sitting here and watching today, book your consultation call with Sebastian because he will guide, he will give you the roadmap that you need in order to buy your house. And I'd say, even if you're a property investor and you're an expert, it's really good, like he said, to have a specialist to guide you in these areas because you cannot do everything by yourself. And that's a very important factor to take in because it's true, you can't do everything by yourself. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. So Sebastian, what is a power team and why is it so important to have one?
That's a great question. So a power team is your solicitor, your broker, your accountant, and maybe your builder even. Depends what you're looking to do, but it's really important that these guys are communicating and speaking frequently. It's important you've got a power team in place because you as an investor, you need to make sure that they're all on the same page and guiding you in the right direction and we're all crystal clear on the roadmap. So your power team are who are gonna work alongside you to ultimately get you fast track towards your property journey.
Perfect, thank you so much. What is one of the common misconceptions about property brokers?
Oh gosh, there's a few. That they make up rates. They honestly.
You know how you do that?
Yeah, some people they sit down and think that brokers make up rates. Like we use a couple of things called a property sourcing system, mortgage sourcing system. The mortgage sourcing systems, there's Trigold, there's Xplan, there's a few of them that we use. That tells us daily what the rates are doing. What they do is they basically look on what lenders are doing what and what rates are being offered at the moment. So it changes daily. And with the rates going up at the moment, you need to be ahead of the game and know what they're doing. Now, some people come and they're very rate driven and they just want to know the best rate. However, I always preach this. You need to find a lender to suit your circumstances, because everyone's circumstances are different. Not everyone's a circle will fit into a square. So you need to make sure that that lender suits what your ultimate plans and goals are. So whether you're looking to flip properties, whether you're looking to live there for a couple of years and move on, don't tie yourself up for too long a period. That's one of the key things, to make sure you get a broker that gets what you're looking to do. Anyone can do what's called transactional, which is where they just transact the mortgage for you. You want a broker that you can build a relationship with. They know what your short, medium and long-term plans are.
Perfect. What type of clients do you work with?
Oh gosh, we have a wide range of clients, ranging from professional athletes, musicians, entertainers, and the rich and wealthy, to the first-time buyer that grew up in a council estate that's trying to get on the property ladder. So it varies across the board. We deal with people that have adverse credit. Adverse credit is when you've had a credit blip in the past, so late payment, CCJ, a default. These are type of things that happen to whether you're self-employed or a company director and your income's quite quirky. There's some people now, because of the rise in entrepreneurs, especially over lockdown, a lot of people have got what's called multiple streams of income. So some people have like 5 to 6 streams of income coming in. To your typical lender, that's not normal. So again...
Yeah, I know. The pay slips.
them days are long gone.
Yeah.
So again, we literally have across the board any type of clientele now, because we have access to everyone in the market, ranging from high street banks, your specialist banks, which deal with your quirky type of lending, to your private banks. Across the board, we've got access to everyone. We do bridging, so we deal with investors that do bridging. We also do development finance. So for those investors that are really going forward with their journey, we're able to help them out with it.
And what do you mean by specialist? Just to explain that more.
Okay, so over the years, we've got your typical high street banks that we see, we've grown up with and we've banked with. Those type of lenders are what's called risk adverse. They don't like risk. So they stay very much with like your pay slips, your bank statements and that. Whereas we've got your other lenders, which are called specialists. Those lenders deal with quirky incomes. They deal with properties that are non-standard constructions. So properties that are made out of concrete, high rises that are like 20, 40 stories high. They deal with really different type of quirky scenarios where the high street lenders won't. So you get the specialist lenders, they specialize in portfolio landlords. So if you've got a portfolio of properties, well over 50 properties, if you've got a portfolio that's in excess of 50 million, these lenders will cater for you. Whereas the high street ones, you're too risky for them. So that's what specialist lenders are.
What are the 2 things you wished you knew before starting your property journey?
I think bridging and development finance, access to it and how accessible it is. If I knew what that was, then it's like you could have got rid of the years of mortgages and understand what just the basic buy-to-let is. It's been around for a long time. A lot of people are not aware of how quirky and the things you can do with bridging and development finance. It's a whole nother world, and it's almost like it's a different mindset. So if you've gone with an investor mindset, having a developer's mindset is completely different. So having access to that a lot earlier on would have been a game changer.
Okay, so Sebastian, one last question of today is, what is one of your most favorite deals to date?
Favorite deals, I've got so many. We've done thousands of cases over the years. Do you know what? Something that's quite close to me is helping people that don't understand financial services or mortgages and stuff like that, and they're just so grateful. That's what's really helpful. So people that's got bad credit, that thought, and people put a mental block up thinking, I can't have access to finance, so I'm gonna continue doing bad spending, like buying cars and items that depreciate in value. So actually taking someone's hand and holding it and guiding them through the process and saying, look, this is what you can do. So that's really rewarding, you know, and that's something that I find that's really beautiful. And that's people that's had a £20,000 CCJ, that's people that's, you know, didn't think that they could become a homeowner, and that's people that's, you know, didn't realize that they can become a landlord. And people I've worked with over the years that's now got properties in excess of 10 million.
Wow. In
excess of 15 properties, because of they've listened to the guidance and experience that I've got to guide them. So yes, I've got so many, I couldn't give you one individual.
Yeah, that's mad. But this is why you guys should choose Sebastian once again. Thank you.